Hello, it's Elizabeth Mansfield with today's visualisation to help you overcome those feelings of overwhelm. The most important thing that you can do first is to find somewhere to sit or lie down. Basically somewhere you can just relax and just take a few minutes out to experience and live in the presence of now. When you're comfortable, just relax your shoulders, shut your eyes and breathe, just normally and naturally. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath in and out. And continue to do the same thing again. Breathe in and out. And continue to take those nice, long, slow, deep breaths, just to allow your mind and your body to start settling into some sort of harmony. The most common expression I come across with people when they're experiencing a sense of overwhelm is the feeling of a giant knot right in the centre of their body. And when it's really bad, that sensation of a knot can spread over your entire body. It feels like it pervades every part of your mind, body and soul. And it's so big that you don't know how to untangle it or shrink it down. So I'm going to use this analogy to help you find a little bit of balance and to untangle it. So I want you to imagine that you've got a great big knotted ball of string right in the centre of your being, perhaps somewhere between your heart and the bottom of your ribs, but it could be anywhere that suits you. And I want you to imagine it. See the colour, the size, the shape, the knots, the tangles. See those loopy bits that seem to stretch out. See if it goes anywhere else in your body and what shape those bits are. Then imagine that you're going outside your body and look at that ball of string inside you. Kind of do a full walk round of yourself, imagining that you're looking at that ball of string inside what in essence is somebody else's body. And then I want you to walk around again carefully, imagining that you are some knot specialist, some person who is brilliant at just finding those ways of untangling. And you know, of course, with a ball of string, that somewhere there are two ends. And with the expert eye that only you have, I want you to laser focus in until you can see one or maybe even both of those pieces of string, the end points. And once you've got hold of them in your mind and you can see them clearly, I want you to then loosen and wriggle and start releasing that ball of string, as only an expert who knows you and your particular ball of string can do. So I want you to imagine what it's like to just tease and loosen those pieces of string. And as we know, sometimes it can become really fidgety and really annoying and really challenging, and then all of a sudden you'll find a little bit that just seems to be able to move a little bit better. And then when you see that little loop, you can recognise that the end of your string can go through that. And I want you to do that now. You take that piece of string and take it through the loop to start untangling that one end point that is able to loosen and stretch and untangle and start the untangling. And then perhaps it gets tangled up again and you get a bit stuck again. So you move to another area, another big area in the knot. and you loosen and you tease and you wriggle, and then you find that the next bit, all of a sudden, as if by magic, allows a gap and a loop to appear, and you can undo another little bit. And I want you gently to carry on doing this, teasing and loosening and wriggling and releasing the knots throughout your piece of string in your body. And as you do that, you're able to find one end that is just getting longer and longer and longer, the string that you're able to now have in a separate part that is just a loose ball of string. And now, as I stay quiet, I want you to keep untangling. Just keep untangling. Keep untangling. As your knot gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and they become fewer and fewer and fewer. And the heap of string that is untangled gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you get to a point, whenever you're ready, and maybe you're there right now, where all of a sudden it is no longer a great big knotted ball of string, it's just a little heap with a couple of small knots, and you can see both ends of the string very clearly, and your body feels free as you undo those final few knots, the fidgety ones, the annoying ones, the ones that just seem to be really tight, and then as if by magic they release. And as you look at the ball of string that is no longer a ball of string but just a heap, I want you to start then finding that one end and rewinding it into whatever pattern or shape that suits you best, that you think the string should look like. Maybe you make it into a picture. Maybe you do it into a neat little ball. Maybe you do it around a book. Maybe you do it around your hand. Whatever way works for you, I want you to find a way that it looks organised and structured and peaceful and just the way that it should look. And then you notice that actually the person who did have the ball of string inside them, the person that you were looking at, is free. They are free to move. They feel and look and sound better, brighter, stronger. And as you see that and you become aware of that, I want you to gradually immerse yourself back into that person. And as you center yourself again and you bring yourself in alignment, your string can then be put away somewhere safe, somewhere where you know it is, but you don't necessarily need to bring it out until it's convenient and useful and productive to do so. But you leave it there and you walk away, knowing that that feeling of the knot in the stomach is no longer there, and you can get on with your day. And whenever you're ready, I want you to bring yourself back to the here and now. Open your eyes, knowing that you can get on with your day.